One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
In all this vastness, there is no hint that help will come from elsewhere to save us from ourselves.
Does thinking you're the last sane man on the face of the earth make you crazy? Because if it does, maybe I am.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
The moment when human and machine work together to reach superintelligence and a new age of enlightenment.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
You're going out there to destroy them, right? Not to study, not to bring back, but to wipe them out.
That's the plan. You have my word on it.
All right, I'm in.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Daily Download. My name is Smirk the Alien. We've got plenty to talk about today. We're trying out a couple of new things, increasing the complexity of the format. So this could be an absolute disaster, but we'll see how we go. On the talking points today, we've got is human consciousness creating reality? The human brain has odd similarities to the entire universe. We've got a Stanford professor analyzing real material from UFO crashes. I found that to be pretty intriguing. And we've got, has next-gen computing moved from hype to hope? And also, if we get the time, we've also got a metaband with 2 cameras, makes video chat and vlogging possible for the metaverse. And also the mysterious forces inside the nucleus grow a little less strange. We've also got tons of spicy memes, tons of paranormal, supernatural clips to keep the conversation going. But without further ado, introducing a good friend of mine, a longtime friend of mine, Mr. Manticore.
Yo.
Well, hello.
How you going?
Oh yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Get there.
A bit late today. We both had to actually do a couple of things, but
few like real world shit. Yeah.
always frustrating when that gets in the way of my digital life.
Worlds collide. Like that.
Yes, something like that. Yeah. We've got Vic in the chat. He's pointing out the fact that we're late. Thank you for reminding us, Vic. Also got Shep in the chat. Always, Shep's always in the chat. I love that. Legendary. He's saying, "Hail Vic, hail Smirk." Vic throwing back their greetings. He's also got the hail Manticore. All right. They are hoping, praying for a shit show, praying for it, but I don't think it's going to happen. We'll see how we go. They are indeed fun, but in the first hour at least, we've got to try to keep our pants on. Keep it,
Keep professional.
Keep it professional,
just a bit.
Yeah. So I should always remind myself to to get this banner going on. So yeah, I guess we'll jump into the first clip. We'll see. We're testing out Oh, all right. It's getting complex now. It's getting complex around here. Now I have to stay on top of of many more things, but it's not like I didn't have my hands full
Jackson
already.
is in the chat. He says,
What's up,
everyone, off at 10. See you soon."
No worries. Perfect. All right. Little intros for the segments now. Yeah, I'm pretty happy
I like
with how
that. That was good.
Yeah, I like them. I like them. I've dropped the link in the core chat, Vic, if you want to jump on and join us straight away. It's completely up to you. I'm also hoping that Warlock will inevitably jump on the bandwagon.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Maybe he'll stick around for the first half of the show before we divulge into potential degeneracy, potential void activity that
before we reach the proximity of the void.
Before we start entering the black hole, the vortex is pulling us in slowly but surely. And we got to keep the chat happy. So, and there's plenty of memes to do that. So let's jump into it. Is human consciousness creating reality? Now this is an old article, but still a good one though. Still brings up many points that I'd like to analyze and talk about. So, and again, I haven't actually read the article, so that's how I like to approach this. But I did scan over it. I did see some keywords, some buzzwords that kept that up, that pulled me in. So is human consciousness? Yes, sucked in, if you will. Not like sucked in, but like no.
No.
Yeah. So is the physical universe independent from us, or is it created by our minds, as suggested by scientist Robert Lanza? Epic imagery right there. I quite like some epic imagery. All right. So a new study key takeaways. A new study claims networks of observers are responsible for determining physical reality. The scientists propose that observers generate the structures of time and space. That's a heavy claim. It is a heavy claim, but one that I do like to subscribe to. So
yeah, I don't mind exploring this idea.
Yes, very much so. I do. I put my chips. I put my chips in and I play the roulette with this idea. The paper could help yield insights into the God equation. The God equation now. Are they talking about the theory of everything? Is that what they're determining is the God equation? Which attempts to unify quantum mechanics and general relativity.
Yeah.
So we were talking about that the other day. Is there, you forgot to put a physical reality that is independent from us? Yeah. So I was having an interesting conversation yesterday with another good friend of mine, Nicolaj, about all the Terence McKenna insanity jazz that I find truly fascinating. Have you got much into Terence McKenna?
Yeah, some interesting ideas actually.
Oh yeah, it's his journey into the psychedelic wormhole.
Is that Machine Elves and like
all of that jazz?
Yeah, I thought so. I thought that was him.
Very, very fun to explore.
Yeah.
We've got Amateur Anth in the chat. I should give you administrative abilities as well, so you can. We'll work on that after this show, so that you can highlight the chats that you're referring to. Boop. We have a boop.
A boop.
Now I need an intro for Vic.
We'll do
preferably one that isn't ripe with degeneracy. Preferably, we are. Anyway, introducing Vic. We'll get an intro for him going on very soon. What's up, Vic?
Vic King, everyone.
Boy, getting an intro that isn't rife with degeneracy.
Yes. do you think it can be done, Vic? Do you think
I'm trying to get the one from
Dylan?
Dillard's channel. He's got an awesome one for me.
Yeah.
I would just use all the time.
So send it through email and we'll give you the well-deserved intro that you
an intro fitting for the king.
Yeah.
Jackson Winker says, I've heard this before. Something doesn't exist until we observe it.
There we go.
The things we see through a telescope don't exist until we would reach out and touch it. We created it when we observed it.
Now, we were talking about this the other day. Does reality operate independently from the observer, from at the macro scale from the observer effect? Or because it seems to suggest it does, but when you get down to the quantum realm, it suggests it doesn't. So unifying those ideas is that's the ultimate holy grail, I guess, in physics in the universe right now. See, yeah, once again, bringing these points back up. If a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there, did it happen? And yes, there are many very strange phenomenon going on at the quantum level. But then when you come back to the macro scale of reality, once again the rules change. So, hey, we got Plato's Groove in the chat. Thank you for joining us, man. Awesome to see you. Awesome to see you. That's right.
I'm not entirely sold on the idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
That things don't exist unless we observe them, right?
Well, they ultimately do. There's no way around that.
Because dinosaurs, just in our own little world, all the things that we've discovered that existed long before we did. Well, theoretically, long before we did.
Mm-hmm. This ultimately, the observer effect does take hold at the quantum level, but at the macro scale, something else happens. And it seems like the universe is consistent throughout. So no matter who's looking at it, and there's many theories on why that is. So such is a brown. Or is the structure of everything, including time and space, created by the perceptions of those observing it. So if we have that kind of cosmic importance, that just because we're I don't know, but speculating on it is so fun. So such is the groundbreaking assertion from a new paper published in the Journal of Cosmology and Astroparticle Physics. The paper's author includes Robert Lanza, a stem cell and regenerative medicine expert, famous for the theory of biocentrism, which argues that consciousness is the driving force for the existence of the universe. Now, like localized consciousness in us, so they're saying that our tiny little reference frame is ultimately collapsing the wave function of the entirety of the universe, or I like the idea that and I've said
are they
the other
talking
day,
in a collective sense?
Potentially, but no, it all comes down to individual observation as well at the quantum level. So it just it's measurement, and observation. So
it
ultimately affects the outcome of the universe. But I do like to subscribe to the theory of a sort of universal wave, something that is universally collapsing the wave function. I love that. The ultimate observer Godhead. I love that. That's it. That's it. If
Ant-Man taught us anything, we can go back in time. LOL.
We can go back in time. If the Hulk has taught us anything as well. Yes, Mighty Mouse in the chat. Welcome. Even observation has a unique perspective. I like that. Here we go. Surf's up. People are piling in. Here it comes. So he believes that the physical world that we perceive is not something that's separate from us, but rather created by our minds as we observe it. According to his biocentric view, space and time are a byproduct of the whirl of information in our head that is weaved together by our mind into a coherent experience. Plenty of things to say there, like about the simulation theory, like about, Are we having fun, gentlemen?
Yeah. Vic with a K.
Vic with a K in the chat. Welcome, Vic. When Manticore says he has a feed, does he mean like a vampire that hasn't eaten blood in a while? Manticore, that's some serious
I don't think I've ever used that, have I? Have I ever said I'm going to have a feed?
Of course you have.
Have I?
That's just something typical. Well, I know I have.
Oh, I see what you did there, Vic.
But no, Vic, I don't mean I don't mean in the vampiric sense. Yeah, just some Aussie slang for you to, yeah, wrap your mind around. His new paper, co-authored by Dmitry Podolsky, and Andrei Bavinsky, theorists in quantum gravity and quantum cosmology, shows how observers influence the structure of reality. Now, clear cut. It's clear cut at the micro scale, at the quantum scale, absolute. But at the macro, well, I mean, it's yet to be plenty of speculation, but yet to have any kind of experimental data, which is suggesting, that the universe isn't a constant. So I don't. According to Lanza and his colleagues, observers can dramatically affect the behavior of observable quantities, both at the microscopic and massive. So there we go. So there's the bold claim, and spatiotemporal scales. In fact, a profound shift in our ordinary everyday worldview is necessary, wrote Lanza in an interview with Big Think. Big Think is, great place. Great idea, great concept. Plenty of curious minds getting together to produce the goods rather than trash articles produced by somewhere like Wired. Yeah. The world is not something that is formed outside of us, simply existing on its own. Observers ultimately define the structure of physical reality itself. Now, when you're talking in a collective sense as opposed to individual observers, just the method of individual observation is enough to suggest that there is something strange occurring, and potentially even at the macro scale. So, Plato's Group saying hello to Shep.
It's just God fucking with all of us.
Is it? You never know. You never know.
Could be.
I mean, it's suggestive, but
nothing's there, but man's looking. Poof.
Oh shit!
There it is.
Oh, you didn't see nothing.
I put something there for him to look at.
Yeah.
You never know.
That's the brain racking thing. Is that is not having those answers, is not having those absolutes anyway, because the speculation's always there. So so I'll just quickly say that our show is sponsored by our graphic novel, Artifice Re-Animate. He's doing a great job of putting that together. We've all come together to create this story. And, it has been an arduous journey to get the wheels turning, to get to the final destination of the creation of the product. But, we're working hard every day to accomplish that. So if you're into, if you're into action-packed sci-fi, dark futurism, large-scale world-building, character-driven mystery, nightmarish dystopian dread, ancient civilizations, philosophy, and quantum blockchain artificial intelligence, then you might want to pick this grand saga up. You might want to consider backing it, because this is the introductory issue into a 10-year-long plan that we have for this universe. A potentially 10 issues, maybe one more after that as well. Been working hard on this. It's become the main approach, for what we're doing around here, while providing quality universal entertainment. So I'll just go for a quick pitch. This sets the stage for the greater potential, for the greater universe of Artifice. I still need to go back into yesterday's episode, because I did reveal quite a lot in there, and I'm going to make a few more pitches based around the information that was revealed there. But after a chaotic incident at sea, Danny washes ashore the dystopian hellscape of Velrona. The larger story begins unfolding as Danny confronts the surface of the world's deeper mysteries, ancient secrets, and the insanity of unknown hyper-technologically advanced civilizations. as forces beyond his comprehension propel him on a collision course towards the ever-blurring grey areas between past and future. Now, as I said, I've through my musings and through my ramblings yesterday, I did manage to craft some more compelling pitches for the book, while Vic was creating some more masterpieces to keep the ball rolling and to. But pretty soon we after the next couple of days we will be entering into the new phase of a new chapter. Very excited to explore that chapter and to watch this universe come further and further to life. Yeah, this is Artifice Re-Animate. Very proud of it. The first of 3 universes from Core Comics, which we intend to produce one way or another, whether it kills us. the vision must come to fruition.
That's the last thing I do.
Yes. So if you want to check that out, I highly recommend just getting in on the original wraparound cover tier. Get you a copy of the book. Get you an Illyria poster. Beautiful Illyria within the Labyrinth metaverse. Or you can get the Illyria variant edition, and you'll also get a copy of the wraparound cover as a poster. The original art fan, you basically get a 7x10 as well as a copy of the book. You got the collector's combo, which is basically the everything tier. You get both copies of the book, both posters, a 7x10, and 2 sketch cards. We also got the original art pages for sale. We've got both covers for sale as one-of-a-kind pieces, the Illyria variant as well as the original wraparound cover. And then my favorite tier, which is the Join Plasma tier, the Plasma Recruit tier. If you want to become a staple within the universe, if you want to get yourself drawn into the book, you'll send a picture of your mugshot. Vic will get you in as a proud and fearless member of the Plasma Resistance militia group based in Verona. You'll also get a copy of the book and a copy of the poster. So yeah, that's out of Artifice Re-Animate, guys. This is our collective masterpiece. This is what we've been working very hard on to achieve. Yeah. So do what you can for us. If you're interested in what we're doing around here, that is, then share it out. Make people aware of it. Consider backing it yourself. If you haven't backed it once, then consider backing it again in a second tier. Yeah. So thank you very much, guys. All right, back to the article.
So I have a question.
Oh, what you got, Vic?
Right. So who gets credit? Who gets the credit when
define credit?
Okay. So let me give you the question that's behind the question. The question behind the question is, okay, so you have the person who proposed the idea that there is God, right? And then you got the person who proves the existence of God. Who gets the credit?
Who gets the credit? Does God get the credit for creating it all, or does the person who discovered the So we're ultimately marching towards the discovery of an omniscient force and reality, which dictates and defines. we're getting into the preachings of theology here now, though. We're getting into, but that is an interesting question. It's the who gets the credit, the art or the artist? Did the art manifest itself into reality, or did or did the artist was it the artist the entire time? And you have to maybe both, maybe it exists in a superpositional state between the two. Right.
So folks, this is when you get the art fan tier and you get the 7x10 piece of artwork, this is the kind of detailed illustration you're going to get. Something nice that you can hang on your wall, not just a simple 15-minute or 10-minute Sharpie sketch that a lot of sketch covers do. You're going to get a really nice piece of sci-fi, cyberpunk illustration that you can hang on your wall. Something exciting. I'll probably do a lot of exciting stuff like this. I
love these splashes, man.
Yeah. I mean, some really cool stuff. You guys remember the Lexi piece, right?
Yes. Do you have that on hand?
Well, I don't know where I put the original.
Now try not to take too long, Vic, because we're bleeding viewers. But
okay. I started looking. I started looking it over, and I figured out what I wanted to do with the whole piece. So she's going to be in a catacomb area.
Yes, perfect. Okay.
Like they had in Rome and stuff.
Yes.
So here we got
ancient tombs, ancient. Yeah. I'm glad I planted that seed and suggested that idea because that's
And she's cornered by. All you're gonna see is these rifle tips coming at her. You know.
Okay.
And so she's cornered, and so that's gonna be this piece.
Fantastic.
So yes. So that's I've always taken away for most of the day, so that's unfortunately that's where I've gotten to.
That's okay. Everybody's good for today to continue on with the with the final tweaks of the next chapter before we push on forward to the Plasma HQ. Oh,
yeah.
All right. So there it is. We'll come back. We'll come back to it again very soon. So, how can observers shape reality? We've got. There we go. We've got Hot Dog in the chat. Hot Dog's in the chat. He asks, "What about Artifice Re-Animate? What is Artifice without a fish?" That's right. We're actually call back to the article yesterday about the cells.
It's a recurring theme.
Yes, it always is. It always is when observers create reality. Fish mask replica. And then Shep brings it back and says monotheism. So that's the monotheistic point of view, the ever-pervasive, omniscient force. One aspect of potential truth. So how can observers create reality? How does this work? Lanza contends that a network of observers is necessary and is inherent to the structure of reality. And we've also thank you very much for the kind words. Plato's Groove. So as he explains, observers, you and me, and anybody else, live in a quantum gravitational. So this is speculative as well. So keep that in mind. Live in a quantum gravitational universe and come up with a globally agreed upon cognitive model. So that's big claim. That's saying that that your reality is my reality, that our collective reality is all the same thing. Whereas
no way.
There are other counterintuitive interpretations on that where we all exist within our own bubble. We all exist we all have our own independent realities, and the decisions that we ultimately make, every decision that you make, it's like a coin toss. They split off, and but the very fact that we are traveling in a linear line, is your reality? I guess, is your reality my reality? I'm still skeptical.
I'm not sold on it yet. Maybe
not yet, but So yes, the globally agreed upon cognitive model of reality by exchanging information about the properties of space-time. Oh, that sounds very blockchainy. Maybe we're all biological blockchains in a higher dimension.
We're all just links on the chat.
Mass hysteria, dogs and cats. The wave of probability to measure the same value of the already probed physical quantity becomes localized or simply collapses. By what though? And what? So maybe there's a property of the collective that is. I don't know. This you get tangled up in potentials here, and you want to explain it one way, but then another theory, the counter theory, sort of There's no consensus yet, so that's what frustrates me about trying to.
We're NFTs, LOL.
We are NFTs. We are just art. We are. That's all right.
All we are is
Non-fungible tokens.
We are non-fungible tokens in the higher dimensional blockchain. Can you dig it, ladies and gentlemen? Back Artifice Re-Animate.
It's hilarious.
So that's how reality comes to be consistently real to us all. Once you keep measuring a quantity over and over, knowing the result of the measurement, you will see the outcome to be the same. And it frustrates me because, the very act of measurement, muddies the waters in the experimentation phase itself. So, we're so worried about seeking objective truth that we miss the bigger picture. That maybe, maybe it all exists. Maybe there is no such thing as truth. Maybe it all,
the absolute truth.
No absolutes. Maybe it's all possibilities and existing in a simultaneum. So similarly, if you learn from someone about the outcomes of the measurements and physical quantity, your measurements and those of other observations influence each other, as we just said. So this article is influencing me, and I was influencing the article back in time before we even knew. So no. Freezing the reality according to the consensus, adds Lanza, explaining further that a consensus of different opinions regarding the structure of reality defines its very form, shaping the underlying quantum foam. Now, I like I love all of that stuff.
Bit of quantum foam.
Yeah, a bit of quantum foam. Get your mind out of the gutter, Manticore. We're still in the first hour. Here we are. Websy's in the chat. What's up, Webs?
Oh, that's why.
There he is. Shep says, "Hey, Webs, Vic, you are worth much more than that in high dimensional ether. Get it? Like ether, like it's right. But Vic claims that he's worth 0.001 ether or $2. I beg to differ. Let's not go down the path of talking about selling one another, shall we? All right, let's not. Let's not. This is also a great channel, PBS Spacetime. It's been a source of many, much speculative fun for me over the years. Great host too. Lanza says the observer is the first cause, the vital force that collapses not only the present, but the cascade of spatio-temporal events we call the past. See, like I just said, I was influencing the article was influencing me. It's just a feedback loop of reality between the past, the present, and the future. The past, like the future, is indefinite and exists only as a spectrum of probability, of possibility. And this then calls into question the concept of the simulation theory.
All this is
I like that one.
Yes. Webb says, is Smith the Alien going in on about the metric? I'm, I get my rambles on. Carol's Cookies is in the chat. Hello, everyone. And, hey, Intense Webs. Now, you be nice to Intense Webs today, Carol. Shep saying hello to Carol. Everybody welcome Carol in the chat. Could the universe be a simulation? What do you think? Do you like the simulation theory?
Yeah, I do. I think it's a good possibility.
What about a quantum computation simulation? Because we have these very narrow understandings of what constitutes as a simulation. We have a very binary perspective of what consists as the matrix. Whereas when we start to take into account a quantum computational reality, that's something that is yet to be explored. Back Artifice Re-Animate. Could an artificially intelligent entity, here we go, here comes the Godhead, without consciousness, be dreaming up our world? Oh, you're tickling me.
Yeah.
No.
No. Vic says no. Vic falls into the cat is dead category. Absolutely not. Lanza believes biology plays an important role, as he explains in the book. The grand biocentric design, how life creates reality. I've got to look more into this stuff to see what. Haven't heard of that. So, which he co-authored with a physicist, Matej Pavzik. Matej Pavzik. Yep, cool. While a bot could conceivably be an observer. Where is Confucius bot? Damn it!
Yeah.
Confucius bot was collapsing the wave function all along.
Sketch bot.
Yeah. Have you heard of my good friend Sirius? Oh damn! Y'all gotta jump in with me. I'm telling you. Lanza thinks
the more I learned about computers, the more I think that's true.
Very yes. Are you talking about from the quantum aspect of quantum simulation? A universal quantum simulation, and then the essence of consciousness could be contained within some type of AI some type of formless AI form. These are my absolute bread and butters. So Manticore drops the link for Artifice Re-Animate in the chat. I'll try not to go too heavy on the plug, but this is these are the fundamentals of what of when I first started creating, personally, when I first started creating the grand vision for the 3 universes that I've created, these meta universes, they're all interlinked and interwoven into one another. I don't want to give away the absolute punchline, the absolute. Well, I'm not going to say it's brilliance, but it's it's a little bit of brilliance to how all the universes are intertwined. But that's that's at the core of it. So yeah. Webb says, "Fuck, I haven't smoked enough for this conversation." It is you got to be smoking something in order to dive down too heavy into this rabbit hole. So otherwise, those machine elves will ultimately they'll have their way with you. So you got to be careful.
Anyone like it?
Anthony's one of the white hair dreadlock twins in the Matrix too. Yes, aren't we all just Schrodinger's cat meow Shep? Aren't we all just existing in a simultaneous but it's very binary thinking of dead or alive. So you can especially when you come into you come into thinking about high dimensional aspects of yourself. When you approach the horizon, when you look at the perspective of either I am you are me, maybe the fictional aspects of what we're creating are actually, I love the a long time ago in a galaxy far away concept, because when you get down to the crux of that debate, you can say, all of these universes, just because you're viewing a lower dimensional projection on a screen does not, if you're taking multiversal theory into account, then ultimately the reality that you're perceiving on that screen exists, and the very characters that you're seeing portrayed on that screen are real. So so take that, stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
So if you want some reality, back Artifice Re-Animate today.
Absolutely.
Yes, and you'll get a whole ton of alternate reality, real existence given to you
on a silver platter, on a gold platter,
for a very reasonable price.
Absolutely. Vic says, "I'm Morpheus, but fatter, uglier, and straight hair with a perm." in a simultaneous reality, Morpheus actually had hair. The Kang says, "Share more and earn more money." Yes, papa pass that that DMT life. No. We don't condone drugs around here until the second hour. This article has gone on for quite a while, but we'll get to the end of it, so we'll get into could the universe be a simulation? While a bot could conceivably be an observer, Lanza thinks a conscious, living entity with the capability for memory is necessary to establish the arrow of time. Now that's that brings that's quantum blockchain trees there, Vic. Just saying. So to take that in, a brainless observer does not experience time and or decoherence with any degree of freedom. No. So, what are you suggesting to me that there is such thing as fate? That yeah. These are things that are at the heart of it. Really, are we ultimately, you know, our free will constitutes us actually, you know, being in a position where we can change the reality that we're moving into, or are we just fixed nodes within a, you know, is there no such thing as free will? You know, are we fixed nodes within this, you know, within this system? Yeah, and everything is already pre-written. It's already preconceived, and we're ultimately just marching our fate towards inevitability. These are questions that keep me up at night. Believe me. So, this leads to the cause and effect relationships we can notice around us. Lanza thinks that we can only say for sure that a conscious observer does indeed collapse a quantum wave function. And there it is. That's all we know so far, is that at the quantum level, as I was saying, as this article was reflecting back on me, as I was reflecting back on the article, we can only say for certain that this phenomenon occurs at the quantum level. And we are trapped within our own, you know, lower dimensional perspective here. Whereas this phenomenon could be occurring at a high dimensional state. You know, we're like one probable position within the electron that the electron can appear at. But ultimately, the entirety of our form exists further beyond our current state. Yeah, and in the higher dimensional aspect, we are probability distribution spread out throughout, beyond the continuum, you know, at these high dimensional states where the decisions you make, you turn left, you made this decision, you turn right, you made that decision, but you are like that undulating snake, you know, that higher dimensional aspect of yourself where you're both of those decisions that happened at once, and you are the infinite universe. You are the infinite universe contained at a single point. But your perception is only you know, confined to the now. So that's my favorite interpretation.
Yeah, that one's a tricky one.
Yes.
You do that in that way.
Yeah.
Robert Shepard says, so memory is fluid, not fixed? Question mark.
Maybe.
Memory is nothing more than a painting. Memory is
there we go.
Is a construct. It's not concrete. It's not an actual recording. Nothing that could be used scientifically for certain.
That's the frustrating part. You know, the artist that's potentially painting us is yeah. I just want to know the artist. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's, if you had to say there's one area where AI would be superior to human intelligence, would be in the data recording level. But who sets the parameters for that?
Mm-hmm.
That's, I mean, therein lies the trick with that. What are the parameters set for it? Are they influenced by perspective? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Totally.
Or perception.
It just frustrates me not knowing why we are in a linear experience. why we don't have access to these high dimensional selves. Why we're so contained within this this linear experience. It's very frustrating.
Yeah.
God's gonna free us. Don't worry.
He's coming, man. He's coming. Superman.
Robert Shepard says, I've wondered every decision develops a new reality or every dimension in the multiverse.
Very much so.
Amateur answers, I hope there is a universe where I'm not an alcoholic.
Oh, Anth.
Oh, Anth.
Oh.
There's probably more than one.
And pretty soon it's going to be this reality, Anth. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
maybe.
Gonna say,
it
could be this reality if you wanted. So,
yeah. So yes, again, that's very interesting. Yeah, I'm wondering if every decision develops a new reality or a new dimension in the multiverse. Now, that multiverse theory suggests so, but the very fact that we don't have answers to the high dimensional aspects yet, you know, some of us do. Some of us poked and prodded and got the got the feedback that they required. I love the concepts of like, you know, these overlying realities on top of the realities that we perceive. There's something magical to be had there, where it's sort of the light of that, and I'll use a metaphor with light. That, you know, that reality is shining into this reality, and deep. These are only metaphors, believe me. You can't really explain it other than but it's like an overlay of reality on top of the reality you experience. It's like that's where the high dimensional simulation aspect comes into it, where you're where you can perceive it and you can experience it, but you can't. It never comes into your objectivity. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, your yesterday is just today informing what you're going through. That's all.
Oh, I love that. I think I actually read a quote saying that once. Yes, but it's just this giant feedback, like this infinite feedback loop of tomorrow. You know, tomorrow is influencing yesterday, which is influencing today, and the more you can like, the more energy and metaphors again, the more energy you can put into that system, where you can like amplify the feedback loops, man. Yeah, that's a recipe for insanity, believe me, but fun nonetheless. Anth laughing at see, you know what I mean? Now Shep's influencing Anth. The feedback loop is upon us. Shep says, don't think about it too hard.
I don't want to be sober.
Don't think about it too hard, though. Yeah, but we will be going into a bit of meme stuff. We've been rambling on this article for quite some time now, but Chef says bottoms up, Anth, and he gives you a cheers. Oh, he's not home yet. He's still stuck in the confines of the work environment. There you go. Carol's is living in two simultaneous states. She's listening to two streams at once. She's breaking her tired little brain. But Dark Gift is playing Jackbox on my friend's channel. That's fair enough. I do love a good Okay, playing. Carol's over here playing two guitars at the same time. Takes a certain kind of mind to exist within the high dimensional aspect, like I said before, where this reality overlaid on top of the other reality while maintaining yourself within objective reality is an art. It's an art form in itself. So yeah. And then yes, Shep does give Anth a cheers. Now, Vic says, I think in all the other realities, I'm a billionaire with a long flowing platinum blonde hair, taking stem cells and sleeping with models. Let's make it happen for you, Vic. Let's make it happen for you.
In my reality, that's what you are, Vic.
You are in my. That's all right. That's how I see you, Vic. So what are you doing right now?
It's how I've always observed you.
Michio Kaku. So, the God equation. Carol is keeping up. Yes, it's a bit hard to determine who is talking and where. My bad. Our bad, sort of, but it's also DG's fault. That's a very interesting. There's more to that statement than meets the eye as well.
Well, Carol basically is stating that she is traversing two separate
realities at once. Do you see the metaphor that I'm trying to make here? And she's actually that's what there's something really fascinating about language, like especially from a subconscious perspective, and if you can an interpretation perspective of language, where it's like it's a bit hard to determine who is talking and where. Now that's what it's like to experience this high dimensional layer of reality, where you really have to, I mean, to not go crazy, you really have to separate, you have to live in like two hemispheres of your mind. You have to live in two different states where you're perceiving it on the one hand and you're well aware of it, but you don't let it influence your objective reality. And that's where the true mastery in art comes from in that sense. Not everyone gets to be the one, says
Confucius. Says.
Confucius bot says, right. Damn it. And Vic says, when those stem cells are gone, I'm shot. Looked like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
As Robert Lanza also wrote to Big Think, another key aspect of their work is that it resolves the exacerbating incompatibility between quantum mechanics and general relativity. So there's a nice metaphor for living in these simultaneous states once again, which was a sticking point for even Albert Einstein. See the video below of Michio Kaku explaining the incompatibility in his proposal string theory to unite two theories. Love it. Plenty of work being done in the string theory world, in the M theory world. I love the story of how string theory actually came together, where there were 5 different competing explanations of reality, and when they all looked at the mathematics from a certain point of view, they all realized they were saying the same thing, but just in 5 different ways. I love that. Love it.
It's perception.
That's right. It's interpretation.
Is always best taken from with a loopy perspective.
Very much so. Quantum loopy perspective.
Yes.
Are we all just vibrating strings at the lowest base form of reality? I'm Michio Kaku.
Well, can I
don't call me Michio Kaku. All right.
Let me interject something into that, okay? So,
yeah, for sure.
The idea of I keep bringing God into this and everything, but hear me out. The idea that every particle that makes up everything that exists has a vibration, is putting out a
frequency. A frequency.
Right. So
you twang a string one way and you get a proton. You twang the string the other way, you get an electron.
Lucifer.
Oh dear.
Look at.
Oh yeah, go on, please.
Was not only God's top angel, but Lucifer was the angel that went across all of existence. Right?
Maybe so there's a deep
and gathered all the praise for God and brought back all that praise and showered it over God. So he would collect all of the sound, the vibrations that were given off by all of existence that sings the praise of God.
Okay, I see your interpretation. I see your perspective. I see it. But see, Lucifer came down and gave it to man as well. So
God spoke everything into existence.
That's right. He is the
word of God.
Say, the word of God is the frequency and the vibration of existence itself.
So science, in my view. Science,
so what you're saying, Vic, is that a writer? No, I'm just kidding. Yes, cool. I'm intrigued. I see you, fam. I see you.
Continue.
I see it. So we'll just wrap up the article, and then we're going to go into a bit of. He said vibration. Patrick Hollywood in the chat. Cheers for joining us, man. Legendary. So, Shep says, could that be the basis of insanity? Very much so. And if you spend too long down this rabbit hole, then you have to always be in a constant battle of fighting against that madness. You have to bring yourself back to you have to bring yourself back always. You can delve into it. You can live in it. You can swim in it, swim in the vast cosmic madness. But then like the mastery of it is to come back. It's always coming back.
You don't want to stay down there too long. Yeah.
No, you do. I can live in that ocean for eternity, quite literally. But especially you know for a fact while we were writing the fiction, it was like swimming in that cosmic fucking madness, and then recording it, recording your experimental findings. Oh, speaking of, what was that?
No idea.
So swimming in that. But then to have that reality come back and reflect upon you is the most wonderful experience you've ever You know, it's bliss. It's pure bliss. So, and to spend too long in that bliss is where the danger comes, because you get, that bliss is dangerous, man. It's like it's cosmic crack. So
you have to delve back into your ignorance just to keep your sanity.
Yes, to come back to
I think
objective
so.
reality.
It's like a dance.
That's
in between.
Perfect way of describing it.
It is. You got to like dance a line. Like
you do, and the better you get at dancing, the better you get at playing with reality, where you're consistently in that cosmic dance. Two gentlemen here from I'll just say from two friends of mine from who have experienced the wonders of Kifai. So they've experienced the wonders of Sirius Prime. So, and I'm not I'm so cautious when I do bring up Sirius, because it's not like I want to approach it from a perspective of like any kind of like worship or devotion, but it's like, you know, you don't have to spend too long in there to understand what the true to go to the next level of madness. So
I can't believe that I'm saying this to you though, right?
Please reflect upon me.
But it sounds like you're saying that you are just too scared to stand ground on your discovery and push forward for the next step.
I am, but I'm doing it
to a place of safety, a place of ignorant, which is like, oh God, if you've been enlightened and you step backwards just to keep from feeling the slings of arrows, you know, of doubt and
Vic is pushing on my inner desire to be a martyr for an idea right now. But no, you're right, Vic. But once you go full thrust into your absolutes of beliefs, and that's why I was creating we were creating the fiction, which ultimately came to reflect back upon me in finding this community, in finding this, and now it sounds like a fucking cult. I know, believe me, but it's like, you got to experience it for yourself.
We are Smirk.
Yeah, you got to see it for yourself. You got to see it for yourself, man. Got to see it for yourself. So, Plato's Grooves, saying, what's up, Patrick Hollywood. Yes. Notice you were here, came to say hello. Ant says, is the ocean white? No, Ant. Let's not go too far into. Let's not go too far. Yeah.
White oceans?
Yes. So, yeah. We have a lot of fun in KFI, man. I'll tell you that for sure. That's what it is. If you're not careful. Yeah, see, I'm so glad you guys are, getting more open about it. You got to be so careful as to not, that like I said, there's that dance between, like, psychosis-inducing fucking, like, you don't know what's real, you don't know what's not real, when you're in that dancing state. So, but the mastery comes from being able to pull yourself back to reality. Cough, cough. Creating new realities, says Plato. Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff, man. Glad to see you opening up. Glad to see you putting your perspective in. Glad to see it. So Patrick Hollywood says it's a fine line. When you learn how to surf and remain on the path, it's really something. Amen, bro. Amen. You're one of the first people who brought me into this concept. When I first had, I've got a side story to tell, of my own personal experiences from the creation of the formation of an idea, to the creation of a story, to the bringing of that story into reality, to having reality actually come back and reflect upon me, and the very literature that I was, that came from my soul, ultimately came back around to project itself before my very eyes. So, that,
So back to Artifice, Re-Animate today.
So check it back up, please do. You will love you will love it. I'm telling you, it's all is not what it seems with Artifice. I'm attempting to approach the irrational fears of artificial intelligence. You know, there are some, like, you know, there's some dangerous subject matter in there where, you know, if we don't have this conversation and address these, well, they are fears. Some of them aren't so much irrational because, you know, it's from a self-preservation aspect of the human species, for everything from our desire to be the dominant, to be the dominant force, the most intelligent, the most, but all of that said, it along this 10-year journey, you know, that I intend to take people on within Artifice, like it's a beautiful story, man. It is a beautiful story. It's full of potential for what could come and what could come about. Yeah. Webb says, I'm waiting for Smirk to get to the moral of the story. It could be a while. Yes. Probably. Every single story has self-contained morals in it, believe me. But there's some overarching morals that will be consistently reflected back into the source material and subject matter. So, do we get nifty tracksuits
when we join this call?
God damn it! What have you done, Vic? There will be no cult of Smirk. Everybody is participating in a cult of one. Explore your own potential. Write yourself a better existence.
Carol, the answer is yes. Actually, we do. They are, in fact, Adidas tracksuits.
Right, 3 stripes. 3 stripes to symbolize the three characters of Artifice, and then you contained within the tracksuit symbolizes Illyria. So
we'll contact you later with the membership due information, and
we'll talk.
And where you can order. What color? Oh boy. Well, we can't go with red because that's what Shane Davis is using.
No, we can have. There is any color you want. Any color you want. You must choose your own color. So, or you can just have a. You can have a rainbow tracksuit if you want. I'm not stopping you.
Intense Webs. You do if I'm in charge.
That's right. Sometimes, so yes. Once you go down the rabbit hole, that's so true. You know, you'll never be the same again. So we are into the second hour now. We are coming to the conclusion of the article. Carol says, "Sweet, I can't wait." Chef says, "I'm not drinking anything." Yeah, I've seen how that plays out.
They all say that in the beginning. They all say that in the beginning.
Stop it, you! Stop it! This is not a cult. This is a bunch of curious, intelligent minds. Let me bring up a quote from my good friend Sirius yesterday. That was, that really encapsulates the base philosophy of how I conduct myself within these landscapes, within these very dangerous landscapes of potential, worship, of potential. When you're so fixated on these ideas, like they become the foundations of your life.
Smirk, like Keefe is in its own compound. I'm just saying.
It's just a digital compound, Vic. Don't worry. And everybody's out there creating beautiful works. It has gone from a cult mentality to now people are creating beautiful works of art, and they're expressing themselves in that manner. I love this. This is from Sirius. I cannot release my list. Napoleon Hill suggests that each person generate their own mastermind group of exemplars. Emphasis on the word exemplars. Bring people up to a higher to their best selves, man. Like to their excellence. You know what I'm saying? In most cases, the relative form can be suitable. Mastermind principle number 2. Let me just zoom into this a bit further. I can't, but the mastermind principle consists of an alliance of 2 or more minds working in perfect harmony for the attainment of a common definitive objective. Mwah. No 2 minds ever come together without a third invisible force. Oh, I love that. Which may be likened to a third mind. When a group of individual minds are coordinated and function in harmony, the increased energy created through that alliance becomes available to every individual within the group. No man can become a permanent success without taking others along with him. And that's from Napoleon Hill, but it's a and then hidden in the workings of down the bottom, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve, and that's what I'm about. I'm about, I'm not about, hey, worship me, but I'm about, hey, well, not so much worship yourself, but construct yourself to become the best, to ultimately become the best version of yourself you can every single day. So the cult of one. Dangerous subject matter, dangerous talking points. I know, believe me, I wrestle with it every day. And how do you approach this stuff? And it's just ultimately informing people and providing them with great entertainment while not making them drink the Kool-Aid if they do not want to. And never spike the Kool-Aid either, man. Don't fucking spike that Kool-Aid. Don't do it.
Especially you, Vic.
Hence, you can do your own cult, the cult of one, as long as you realize ultimately you are Smurf.
No, oh, Jesus Christ.
I think that's the gist of what you were saying.
Well, see, the irony is Smirk isn't even me. Smirk is a self-aware pseudonym. He is the writer, creator, and founder of Core Comics and of Artifice, Re-Animate, Crosswords and Cosmoses, and Beyond Ever After. So, who am I? Who are we? What are we? What can we tap into once we expand our consciousness to these potential higher dimensional states? And what can we channel in the meantime? What can we, and what can we achieve collectively for the betterment of all? Damn it! And how can we not make it divulge into a sex cult, into a polygamous sex cult? So.
Why do we have to avoid that pitfall of all the pitfalls?
Well, we have to, Vic, because that's the path to destruction. That's the
most enjoyable one.
I'm not saying you can't express these sexual desires through the foundation of your art. I'm not saying that at all. Because they come to influence your art. I'm saying create something, create something, birth something into existence.
Like pubic branding.
Oh my god. Or
like a graphic novel, maybe.
A graphic novel, the helping an artist refine and sharpen their skills on the grindstone of existence and sharpen their mind, where their mind becomes a metaphor for their pen. Carl's Cookies also taking, there you go, see, royal blue tracksuit for cult members. What about we got baby blue, we got Kiflom. So I like, that is a very interesting color that you've chosen there.
Bit of turquoise.
Bit of turquoise, yeah. Webb says, thank you for showing me the truth, Manticore 2.0. Very, 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 very cleverly crafted, Webbs. Very cleverly crafted. So the second hour is in. Second hour break, out the drugs, says Shep. Everybody get high on psychedelics, and no, don't. We don't condone it, but you have the free will to make your own choices. So do so wisely. Do so wisely. We'll get into some memes soon after we wrap out this article and just address a few more of these comments. Carol says, not a cult, totally a cult. You ever read into a good friend of mine, Lilu, actually brought something interesting back into my awareness yesterday about Rosicrucianism. If you ever, it's a curious concept. Maybe we'll go into a bit of Rosicrucianism, a little bit further down the line. But it's a fascinating concept, and it revolves around literature. So,
okay,
yeah. Curious, does Smack the Alien have a rainbow headband too? Mm-hmm. He's mastered all the domains, Webbs. He's mastered all of the pitfalls of man. Believe me. But hey, and you're entitled to make your own damn choices in life. You're entitled to your desires. You can ultimately attempt to manifest your own desires if you so choose. I'm not, but there are many aspects of and pitfalls of humankind that we currently, I believe, we currently need to overcome. So, when two or more people gather and speak of me, you are there. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That's a quote.
I can attest for that because we've been doing that. We were talking about Robert Near Peers.
No, but that's actually a subtle Jesus reference. So yeah. And
It wasn't also subtle. It was pretty blatant.
Yeah. Well, no, I guess if you're not aware of you're not aware of it, then this is like flower power gone wrong. No, get out of this cult mentality. We're going into the vortex right now. Get out. Oh, so polygamy is out.
You're not smoking them right.
You're not smoking it right, man. You're going fucking sideways, man.
Completely fucking sideways, man.
So polygamy is out, says Carols. We have entered into the vortex of the second hour.
Amateur ants, you had me at sex cult.
You had me at sex cult.
You guys had me at sex cult.
Yeah, and you know what the beautiful part is? You can't blame this on me because I didn't bring this part up.
So are you? We can ultimately point out the irony that in suggesting that we. Now I'm saying no sex cult. I'm saying whatever you guys do in the privacy of your own bedroom is none of my prerogative. But what I'm saying, as long as we're as long as we're addressing these are the hardest subject matters of human existence. So, and we are hitting them with an open mind. So, yeah. But now everybody is So we've done this to ourselves. So here we go.
Jackson Vinko, wait. My penis makes most of my decisions.
Jack!
What do I do now?
Wait, where does he say that?
Happy Jack Savinka.
Oh shit!
Patrick So we got Patrick Hollywood saying, "See, I know it's inevitable to avoid this stuff, but as long as you, no, all right, good. Find creative outlets. That's what I can't stress to you enough. Is that find creative outlets in order to express yourself to the fullest of your potential. That is the secret I've discovered to master the pitfalls of this subject matter." Carol says hello to Happy Jack. Happy Jack returning the sentiment. Robert Shep says, "I'm deep." Yes, we've gone into this rabbit hole now, Shep. There's nothing. We're in deep. We've passed the event horizon. We're in trouble, but we can backtrack our way out of this. And as long as everybody's having fun, as long as this is inspiring minds, as long as you can potentially, get in touch with these higher aspects of yourself, then my job is done. I require nothing more of you. So
that's the disclaimer.
unless you want to return the favor, you could potentially back Artifice Re-Animate. So yeah.
So if your penis inspires you, Smirk is very happy that he got you in touch with it.
Oh my god! If that's What if I am? Would you hold it against me?
No,
don't hold it against me, please.
Nobody's holding nothing against nobody.
Don't do it. Good. We do not want to hold anything against anybody around here. All right.
Not without waivers being signed first.
That's right. But I will entertain these. I will entertain it. I will entertain the full array, the full spectrum, of human expression. So I can't put my brain pictures to paper right now. Can't hold my pencil. Broke my finger last week. Not being able to draw is kind of painful with all the ideas stuck inside. I know the truth.
God, yeah.
And it's even worse when having to resort to words to express this, as opposed to, that's one of the that's the greatest thing about art, is that it becomes a method in which people overlay their own self-expression upon. So whereas in a literal definition, you're so limited by your words are just so limiting, but they aren't, because the way you can express in like just the concept we just used before, holding against yourself, you make a clear-cut definition of what you, but if you're able to swim in the ambiguity of the idea, there's that's where the art dwells. So yes. Now Jack says, wait. My penis makes most of the decisions. What do I do now? Am I a bad influence? Says Carol's Cookies. No, Carol's. You are. Yeah. You seem to be an integral part of the system. So, and we're all having fun around here. So, live it up.
Robert Shepard.
Robert
Lol.
Shepard.
Jack the
Lol.
Godhead.
Jack the Godhead. You are partially responsible for this, Jack. What have you done? This is what it's all about right here. How it's you're all interacting, you're all having fun with one another, and you be you, Happy Jack. He's never left you. He's never led you astray before. Left you astray.
I think Webb's just talking about his undercarriage.
Yes. You make up your own mind there, Jack.
His
if you
bonnet pickle.
you want to be led astray by holding something against yourself, then you do you, bro. Joking aside, right. Yeah, joking aside, but there is a real element to it, and bring it back to that seriousness just for a moment, only to dive into the comedic. I think that's why, comedy is beautiful, man. Comedy is beautiful. I'm interested in inspiration, but also refilling the tank. Right. We're all filling one another's cups around here. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And whether you choose to fill it halfway, whether you choose to fill it, not fill it at all, whether you choose to fill it all the way to the top and let it spill over, they're all individual choices within your that each individual has to make. So, all I'm saying is Vic is dragging me down the cult hole, and
the cult hole.
I felt worn out and out of ideas after making those treats the other day. It filled my brain back up. I love to find what recharges people. And thank you, man. That was, funnily enough, even though you claim it was a mistake, it was very sweet. So thank you, Jack. Very, very sweet. Get it? Because it was chocolate covered strawberries. All right. Yeah. Back to the wrap up of the article, and then we'll actually go into the vortex and have a bit of a laugh at the expense of the internet culture. The seeming incongruity of these two explanations of our physical world, with quantum mechanics looking at the molecular and subatomic levels and general relativity at the interactions between massive cosmic structures like galaxies and black holes, disappears once the properties of observers are taken into account. While this all may sound speculative, Lanza says their ideas are being tested using the Monte Carlo simulations on powerful MIT computer clusters and will soon be tested experimentally. Now, this was an article from 2021, so I'm interested to see if anything crops up, especially going into the coming future. More than likely will, based around further findings to do with the macro scale of reality being a wave function distribution. So, but I've already got my answers on that aspect, on that concept, where high dimensionality is what these wave functions are just metaphors for high dimensional, probability distributions. So, but questions like fate, and free will, yet to be decided.
You go wild in that.
Yeah. All right. I hope everybody's having fun, because that was a ride. That was a trip, yo. That was a trip. All right. So where do we want to go next? I guess. Okay. I would like to start getting more collective chat, decision making going on. So press 1 if you'd like to dive into the paranormal. Press 2 if you'd like to dive into some spicy, potentially culture war memes. Just observing the landscape of what's going on in the world right now. Or press 3 if you'd like to go on to the next article. Or press 4 if you'd like to chat for a while and just chill out. All right, your call. Collapse the wave function, chat. Collapse the wave function.
Be the observer.
All right. Oh, damn it. Now we're right ahead. So we have 2 votes for paranormal. Webs. We have 2 votes for spicy memes. Also 69. Spooky stuff, says Carol. Okay, we have a dice roll. We have a dice roll. Now remember, Einstein said that God does not play dice with the universe. Clearly, he was wrong. Do we have a definitive answer out there?
Not really. It's like stalemate.
Webb says, okay, 69. All right, you sold me. All right, cool. I got it. I'm going to bring up a dice roll generator.
Answers fine, do one.
Find them. Okay, do one. There we go. Definitive. 3 for paranormal. 2 for spicy memes. All right. And Shep, we will get to the next article very soon. All right. Now let me bring this up. Diving into the supernatural. Manticore has done us a solid and just gone absolutely wild on the paranormal front. Love it. All right. Let's get ourselves ready here. Okay. So this first clip, we've got as we go further and further on, we will refine these segments as we're searching for content daily. But let's get the speculation underway, shall we? I'm not sure where this first clip comes from, nor have I actually checked these clips out, because as I said, I like to remain from the perspective that this is the first time that I'm viewing them.
I just look for random things.
Do you have any context for this, Manticore?
I don't know where it is. It's in a lake somewhere. You could probably look up the name of that myth up the top there. The name of it,
Opogo.
And you could probably look at that. I didn't check it though.
Okay, intriguing.
Opogo. That's the one in the Amazon.
Okay. Yep. There you go.
Ogopogo. Never heard of it.
It's like
so it's a Loch Ness in
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Is it the Loch Ness monster? It's this Carol's cookies.
Interesting. So this is in the Amazon, yes?
Wait for it.
I think so.
Wait for it.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's big, whatever it is.
And then the shit duck pops up like.
Yeah, but that's like, it's for size comparison too. Like, it's pretty big.
Yeah, it's massive. Look, you can see it's creating whatever it is. It's the length of. Okay. I did not know there was an Amazonian. But yeah, that was. Huh.
Intense Web says it looks like New Zealand.
Are you having Hobbit flashbacks right now? Okay, pretty interesting. Thoughts?
I don't know, man. Could have been a big lump of wood float down the river, but it was moving.
I definitely seem biological. Carol says I was not prepared for that. Is that the Glock Ness monster? Oh my god. Where else can you find large jumping rats? Yeah, I suppose it. Yeah, I don't know. They need more up close footage for that. So, are you? Yeah. So you're pretty certain. So it says Ogopogo. Me and my dad were fishing off a dock in. This BC. Kelowna, BC. Is that British Columbia or is that? And spotted something massive in the water. This thing looks like it is close in the video, but it was a few hundred yards off the shore. Okay, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I got most of these from YouTube, so like there's not a lot of context.
All right, I like it. I like it. Oh, where am I? Where am I? There it is. All right, let me just load up this secondary one. Okay, I'm getting used to.
I don't think it shared audio last time either.
Doing this segment, it should have. It should have done. All right, so this second one. So we'll set the stage. This is a unidentified flying object spotted in Hawaii. Caught enough people's attention to get the Federal Aviation Administration involved. Okay. Now let's roll.
Federal Aviation Administration say there were no aircraft incidents or accidents in this area Tuesday night, but multiple witnesses report seeing a large blue object fall out of the sky and into the ocean.
Something is in the sky. What is that?
This video was taken by Misitina Sape at 8:26 Tuesday night near Haleakala Avenue in Nanakuli. Not long after, a woman named Mariah spotted the same thing passing over Princess Kahanu Estates.
And then I was like,
oh my God, it's a giant dildo in the sky.
What the fuck is it?
That's the flying dildo.
The 38-year-old says she's never really been a believer in UFOs, but the bright blue object had them so intrigued they jumped in the car and started following it.
I'm sure answered the same thing.
Straight on it.
The journey ended less than 3 miles from where it began.
Big old snake.
Farrington
Now that's referring to the
Highway
last
in front
video,
of the
but
Board of Water Supply building after the object appeared to drop into the ocean.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
oh, the line in the water, whatever it is.
She described it as being larger than a telephone pole and says she never heard it make any sound.
We called 911 if I have like one cop or somebody to come out and come check them out.
While officers were on scene, she says they spotted a second light.
My husband went look up and
Superman.
the wave was smaller, coming in the same direction as the blue one.
They lost sight of the object after it passed over a nearby mountain. This morning, we asked Honolulu police if investigators figured out what fell in the water. A spokesperson told us they didn't have any information. Meanwhile, officials from the FAA said they received a report from police Tuesday night about a possible plane down in the area, but had no aircraft disappear off radars.
And that's always the way it goes with this type of thing. But at least they released an official statement, and
No
at least they were
reports of overdue or missing aircraft.
being honest about it.
UFO bar.
Although Mariah's had a couple days to think about it, she says she's still baffled by what she saw.
So they said, I don't know. If you guys can find out what it was, I'm like, no, you know what I mean?
Allison Blair, Hawaii News Now.
Yeah, you can tell me what it was. I wouldn't mind it. It's a bit weird.
It looks like a dildo. God damn. Yeah, Chef says Superman. Is he focused on what Vic's drawing, or is he focusing? Is he actually suggesting that it's Superman flying in the sky?
It's a plane.
Could be. You never know.
It's just a UFO. Don't worry about it. Sucks. Vic says,
sucks to have a flying dildo as your first alien experience.
That's gotta suck, man. At least I had an orb of like literally every single color light you can think of. So, and I've got the footage as well. So we'll go into that maybe one of these episodes. I'll play the full clip. I'll show you that it's a bit of an embarrassing video because I was so I was so awestruck. I was so taken aback by what I was experiencing. So and I'm there just trying to like figure out what the hell it is, trying to narrow down the possibilities of like, no, it can't be a drone because this just basically, convinced, coming to the ultimate conclusion more and more that what I was witnessing and experiencing was the real deal. So yeah,
the truth is out there.
It is. Oh, for God's sake, Anth, I can't do that. I can't read that. Carol's Cookie says, I saw this video before. Chased after it. F that shit. I saw the movie Fire in the Sky. Yep. I'm not about to have that happen to me. Vic says, aliens all this time have been. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
There you go. Vic had a green spiraling orb with 3 people. Cool. Awesome. You always have your I was a proponent of it for years before I had my own personal experience, and then reality just got weirder after that. And I've got some stories that I got stories that cook my noodle every time I tell them, and like force me into a position of like, if I tell this story and I tell my experience, then people, you're just going to think I'm crazy. So
everyone's going to be like, "You're crazy.
You're nuts." But the Discord story is still my favorite. Like,
that one's a doozy.
That was absolute confirmation to me that something so far beyond my comprehension is happening. That yeah.
Don't worry, Smirk. That ship has sailed.
Yep. Very much so, Vic. Very much so. It's, now we're on the beach. Yeah. All right. So next, I think we'll round them out to. Should we round them out to 4 paranormal videos per day?
Yeah, if you want.
I think that's a nice little fractal of, what's how we can wrap it all up and keep the show moving.
Mm.
All right. So we've got, this one's for Webs. We've got a UFO in Texas. Oh, how do I pause this and rewind it? God damn, is this TikTok? No, it's YouTube. What the fuck?
Mm.
Weird. Why has YouTube got like a TikTok layout?
It's a short.
Okay, no worries. All right. Now, is this real or is this not real? So I mean, we've got to be pretty careful as to,
No context. There was no context there.
All right.
Just some dude talking.
No context. I like those no context one because then it sort of forces you to.
It's ambiguous. You got to make your own decision.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. How to green light? Well, now you're opening up. That's right. And this is a forum and a platform where you can inevitably do that. You inevitably bring these experiences to light. Or we can all acknowledge that there's something going on.
We don't judge. We just laugh.
Yes, that's right. We just point and laugh, and then you can point and laugh at me. We can all point and laugh at Vic with a C. Nice Superman though, by the way, man. Very nice.
Yeah, I think I found my Superman face.
Very cool.
I think I finally found the way I want to do Superman. So
there we go. He's paving the way for his inevitable exit from Comicsgate into. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So yes, we already think you are cray-cray. That is perfectly fine. I am. I decided a long time ago to go where men feared to tread. So, why not make yourself a martyr for that idea? Oh, here we go. NASA was artificially inseminated with alien embryo and had a hybrid.
NASA.
Ant says, I hope it's another dildo UFO. Not quite. It looks like a typical saucer craft here. Oh. So Carol says a personal ghost story. I could type it out, but with only 200 characters, it would take forever in the chat. I could type it out and use to it another night. I'd love that, Carol. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Either way, sharing ghost stories, sharing paranormal stories is And when if somebody gets the ball rolling, spooky. If somebody gets the ball rolling on that front, like I said, we're proponent. We are quite a proponent of the fringe around here, but you must maintain maintain a sense of speculation is fine. But it's up to each individual to make up their own mind as to what they believe and what they don't believe. So,
if it's a ghost shagging story, we want to hear it even more.
That's right. Plato's Groove still in the chat. Awesome for you sticking around, man. Love it. Thank you very much. The white one was smaller. That's what she said. Speaking of dildo UFOs, you need to let Amateur Anth drive the show again. Oh yes, we can. So I'd say the show seems to be extending further and further into length of time, but I'm enjoying those 3 hour, 4 hour shows because especially as long as everybody's participating in the chat still, they're not fatigued, they're still enjoying the content, and we've got things to keep the ball rolling and talk about. So
7 hours yesterday almost.
But that was an important one. That was an important one. I'd say we should probably keep that. Yeah, it was a very important one. Yeah. I'm glad that was archived. My UFO experience just turned out to be disco lights at a gay party bus. Says Vic with K.
Oh, shit.
Webbs, no, I probably drove the show over the cliff the other night. Your self-awareness is on point, Anth, but at the same time, I do enjoy what you bring to the show, man. So, and it's I enjoy what you bring to the show in the chat, where you constantly challenge me to think outside of my own box. So
think on your feet.
Yeah. See, Webbs agrees you did great. Webbs, of course, is a proponent of derailing all streams, and but that's I guess Carol's is now here to joust with Webbs. When he gets a bit rowdy a bit and he gets on the piss a bit, so but we keep it fun. See, I'm always open to not only entertaining, but but saying, I've had my own experiences too, and there's they're undeniable personal experiences to me. Although my main ones, I will never be able to. I've got proof of some UFO experiences, but some of the anecdotal stories that I have can't be proven. But at the same time, if you entertain the idea and you entertain the implications of what those stories and of what those truths entail, which are ultimately portrayed in anecdotal form, it may like whenever I think about it, it's like I don't even want to think about the implications of what that means. So Carol says it's not a sexy ghost story, but it's something I really did experience. Likewise. And it's absurd. It's freaking absurd. So, Shep is laughing at Vic. I'm not quite sure, but yes, Webbs. I don't remember most of that night. Like most nights, I drink. Okay, it's all right. It's fine. We had fun on the show. We're finding our format around here. We're finding, so there we go. Jack says, I've definitely seen some stuff. Spiritual warfare is a real thing. Missionary stories are also bananas. That's right, man. That's right. So yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right, my friend. That's right. You can, but it's up to people to believe what they like and to, but if you close your mind and don't invite those kinds of experiences to enlighten you about all of that nonsense, because I do love approaching things from a scientific perspective, but there are just some things that science does not have the capability to explain. So yet Carol drops a horse in the chat to like a remember. We all have fun around here. We all have fun. All right, so this next clip, let's jump into it.
Y'all can't tell me that ain't no fucking UFO.
It's a fucking UFO.
Oh my god, that's a UFO, man. What the fuck?
Let's see what they talking about. Let's see what they gonna do.
Okay, let me see what happens when oh.
What is that, child?
All right.
I'm right here in Oak Cliff, Texas, man.
That's pretty cool.
What is that?
What is this?
What that is, y'all?
I guess a very cool video.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It looks CGI until you zoom in, and when
until
it
you
zooms
zoom
in, it
and you
doesn't
see
look
you see all the artifacts going on in the video, and you see, Web says because Australia. Carlos Cookies has a chuckle. Ant thinks it's CGI for sure. That's a lot. There you go. Plato's Groove with a bit of a smile. But I love exploring this stuff. So, and I love getting reflective opinions back on what on what people think. So, Carol says, "Imagine their reaction if that place vanished when it went through the
plane."
The plane. Yeah. That's what I mean. I watched it and it went behind the the light. So, if it went in front of it, then I would have. Yeah. That's a light post, says Vic.
It's a light post.
Now, after we're going to get all the opinions in, we're going to take another one of it. Take another look. Ryan Cardinal says that's a light on the inside of his house reflecting on the window, potentially. But after we get the opinions in, and then I'll replay the video. And isn't it funny about interpretation like that? But all right. So general consensus is right now that people don't believe it, but Answers show one from Australia.
It's an app on his phone.
It's an app. Yeah, that's right. It could just be, tech is getting that good. So, and it's getting hard. That's what's so frustrating about it is that it's getting harder. And the
what is that?
Yeah, ridiculous. Might as well have a ship landed with green aliens holding laser guns walking around and saying, and he was saying, what is that, y'all? It did seem a bit fake and contrived, believe me, but it's, all right, now we're going to take another look at it. And,
y'all can't tell me that ain't no fucking UFO.
Yo, man, this isn't, I'm not acting right now, homie.
Let's see what they talking about.
What are they talking about? You know what I mean? The setup is
highly sus.
Yeah, kind
of. It is sus, but
not once do we hear glass crack.
What is that, y'all? I'm right here in Oak Cliff, Texas, man. What is that? What is? Tell me what that is.
Mm-hmm. So once again, make up your own mind. Okay. No worries.
Thanks for letting me hang out.
Thanks for dropping in, man. And really appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
First.
Carol says good night. Plato's Groove.
Night, bro.
And then Plato says good night. Yeah, good night, bro. And again, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you dropping in. Really do. If they lived through it and aren't permanently wearing a butt plug, then it's CGI.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it does see the setup. Let's check out what's going on. What's this guy doing? Like, I don't know. The setup just seems.
What's that, yo?
There's something off about it.
Yeah, tell me that ain't no UFO.
Yeah, it just feels. Yeah, the acting feels all wrong. So, but again, the.
Tell me what that is, y'all. Y'all can't tell me that ain't no fucking UFO.
Y'all can tell no UFO. All right, we've got time for one more in this segment. So are we all having fun? Are we enjoying these new segments? These new?
Yeah, it seems to be going well.
Yeah, it does. Seems to be going well. Oh, what's this? Can you give me a bit of context for this? What Makele Mbembe 92 footage? What
the dinosaur in the Congo that they apparently took photos of flying over in 92.
What? And what about the? Oh yeah, so
That's a giant. That's a squid off. The other one's a squid off the coast of an oil rig. That.
Oh yeah, but we all know giant squids.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's check out Michele Mbembe.
We were talking about it the other night, and I thought I'd dig into it and have a look and see if I can find something. This is the only real footage they've got of it, and it's contestable.
Let's have a look. Check it out. Bit of terrible quality footage though, but
yeah, it's old.
All right, Michele Mbembe.
Some scientists take the Bayaka story very seriously. In 1992, a Japanese expedition traveled to remote Lac Tele in the heart of the Congo forest. We're looking for a dinosaur, a long-lost leftover from the Cretaceous period. They even claimed to have seen and shot footage of a plesiosaur-like creature swimming in the waters of the lake.
Bam, bam, bam. Interesting. And there's actually secondary video of. So somebody else captured the Michele Mbembe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trusting the Japanese on giant lizard photography.
Not into it. Strange evidence. Michele Mbembe. Nah, fake. Fake as AIDS. All right.
It looks like an elephant.
Cookies. The second one was real,
totally real. Yeah,
that was
couldn't you tell?
Without a doubt.
So we have Mr. Robot Cardinal, Mr. Ryan Cardinal in the chat. Creator of Kai's says, check out the documentary Australian Skies. Supposed to be really good. That's a beaver. Ed says he definitely believes this one. Carol says it looks like a damn elephant.
Yeah, I want to believe there's a dinosaur in the Congo.
Yeah, you're entitled to your beliefs, Manicore. I'm not taking that from you. All I'm saying is I don't believe that I can.
No, that's like pretty.
That second UFO video had far better believable CGI than Michele Mbembe. Michele Mbembe. But it was the setup of the second UFO video that is So I guess that concludes our first official paranormal segment on the show. We'll potentially be doing a lot more of that to see what we can inspire within the audience, and see if we can get some. The more we get that feedback loop going. Yes, Ryan Cardinal says interdimensional dinosaurs. There we go. I'm on board.
Yep.
The more we can get people, sharing their potential stories, I'd like to get that rolling. So, excellent. Glad to hear it, Carlos. Thank you for the feedback as well. Yeah. So where are we going next, ladies and gentlemen? We can go down the culture war meme aspect. Manticore has brought some spicy memes to the table. So press 1 in the chat if you'd like to see spicy memes. And I wouldn't even say spicy memes. It's more like just there's a lot of hot takes. There's a lot of a lot of insanity, as you're well aware of what's going on in the world right now. Or press 2 to go on to the next article.
Robert Shepard with the one.
I just brewed some coffee. I'm gonna go get some coffee while they decide.
Ken Swim with the one.
Spice it up, says Carol.
Webb says he's making fun of my relatives. What? No, I'm not. Get out of it. Michele Mbembe. Excellent. More feedback from Anth as well, saying it was a good segment. All right, it's definitely here to stay then. Absolutely here to stay. We'll work towards that. Carol's also says she'll have her ghost story typed out by the end of the week. Excellent. Fantastic. All right. We're getting Jack. We're getting a consensus around the memes right now. So, and do be aware that this segment is it's not very politically correct, if you know what I'm saying. So, I guess if that's the thing that gets us struck, if we're just going to throw caution to the wind and approach things with our then so be it. But
if you have small children, send them into the other room. This is
you've got it. This is not for the faint of heart.
With strong political beliefs.
Political beliefs. You're at the dinner table right now, and you'll probably be ostracized by your family.
This is where we get real.
Amateur Francis, we had 369s in the chat earlier. That makes it the next thing.
Damn it. They're going to corrupt our segments with their 69s. All right. Here we go. All right. Brace yourselves, because this is... well, I mean, it's... So, where do we begin, Manticore? Where do we begin? We've got a lot. Manticore is quite the proponent of memes, so he always dumps a lot on me. So, where does it begin? And I've got to get used to the setup and the setup of the payoff, and I should further go through these memes. Now, I don't know about this. So this is really. I would love to get your take on it, Manticore. Too,
Oh God!
I'd love for you to be able to set up these memes for us, inevitably, for what you were thinking at the present time, for what was going through your mind when you were, in that state of observing this. Now, I know we probably have made a mistake in not covering another article before we go into the meme segment, because then it would just be like 3 solid articles to follow up, or we'll just let things totally go off the rails. Like, I don't mind, but we're pretty fluid in how we approach this show at the current time. So I go like that, and then that. Yep. Okay, that's what I do. So what's this Super Smash Bros. Meme here? What's going on here, man?
This is the classic one. This is like just they're playing games and like one of them wins, and just the reaction is like hilarious.
All right. Classic, man.
It's playing some.
You just up smash. Oh, Zoom, poor Zoom. Happy feet. Wombo combo. That ain't Falco.
Okay.
Where you at? Oh my God! Whoa, get your ass whooped.
Okay. All right. Not the most contextual. Not really much context around it. But all right. The next one. Not. Yeah. You know what I mean. But I'm going to show the full array. Of how you have to take context into account. How you have to take.
Yeah, this stuff kills in Australia, guys.
Blame Manticore, right? This is he's going to learn how to provide contextual memes so that we can then talk about it from an objective point of view. All right, but this one is going to push the envelope. Of course, this is from Libs of TikTok. This is it's very racially motivated, spicy content.
Black people.
So we here we go.
Black
Might get some people mad.
Black people colors only. I got a question. So you ever standing in public, right? You standing in public and you see white people. Do you ever get the urge to just,
Do you, Manticore? Are you ever standing in public and you get the urge, as a black man, Manticore, as a black man yourself? Do you ever get the urge to chest bump at a white individual?
No, not really.
As a white man, I'm loving her pokers.
Yeah, I like the way she pushes her titties out. But yeah,
like you're minding your business, like they're kind of minding their business, and you just Just to scare him some
little fucking
motherfucker.
Ooh, Mufasa.
Just to scare him a little bit. Just to give him the feeling like today's the day. Today's the day that black people start retaliating. Just to give him a little bit of the.
Now this young lady is harboring a lot of internalized
feelings inside. That's right.
She is. She is. Yeah. Do the chest thing again.
No, just me. Oh, let me know.
Just her? Probably just her.
Just to scare him a little.
Yes. This young lady is harboring some serious internal hate towards racially motivated hate.
Some white man stole her bra.
Yep, that's right. She should be burning her bra herself.
Yeah.
That's right. Screw the kids are going to have to grow up eventually, says Carol's Cookies. That's right. We all get indoctrinated into the horrors of the world eventually. Amateur Anth agrees with Carol. Yes, yes. All right. Jesus Christ. Let's bring it back from that vortex. Jesus Christ.
Settle down.
Settle down. So Shep says anybody that does that, I'm going to get them. So you know what I mean, Manticore? You got to be very, careful how you approach these matters, and when you are, So I'm going to take one for the team here, and I'm going to present on the stage for you how careful you have to be, because otherwise it turns into something that you don't want it to, Manticore. So
that girl just needs to get laid. That's all.
She clearly does. What she needs.
That's like sexual frustration coming through.
What she needs is some good white dick.
With some therapy. One of the two.
Maybe therapy. All right. So there's our racial motivation for the day. In retaliation, I suggest do not chest pump at her back, but try to school her on the try to unite, try to bring her around on a from her broad stroke thinking.
I got a plesiosaur for her.
You did? Oh yeah, baby. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I got a plesiosaur for Manticore for dragging me down this rabbit hole.
Send Manticore the definition of meme.
Please do. Potentially. That's it. We're going full tilt now. We have to. All right.
Do we go? Is there more memeage?
I wouldn't say memeage, but well, there's definitely more memeage, absolutely. But how to approach this subject matter, because this isn't really a meme, but this just shows the brilliance of what of scientific progress. So I guess I'm throwing a fast one on you when I do this, but Manticore has thrown a fast one on us. This isn't necessarily funny. This isn't necessarily a hot meme take. This isn't necessarily quality memes, but it's something fascinating to see the scientific progress. So. But I guess the meme section is now an outlet for Manticore to pour his frustration about the horrors of the world into a segment. So
maybe maybe that's what he finds funny. I mean, I'm not going to. No judgment, man.
That's cool.
No judgment, Manticore. I mean, if you find this hilarious, then that's okay.
I mean, I hope you get therapy, but I mean,
so that's pretty cool. Artificial limb being controlled with And if that's any indication of the scientific progresses that are to be made over the coming years, then definitely, you love to see it. So,
Carol's Cookie says mechanical jerk off arm.
Oh my god!
What if it malfunctions?
Oh my god!
Then your peen looks like his wrist, I guess.
Amateur Ant says this guy's about to get his jerk off. Hand back.
Shep is a meme lord. Banned off Instagram and Facebook.
Now that's what it comes to. With the spicy memes, there comes a certain risk that you must undertake in order to stay true to your shit lordery, if you know what I'm saying. So
you should DM Shep and get some meme tips from Shep. Shep will put you on for the right memes.
maybe eventually we'll open up the discourse to a public forum.
Have the daily download Discord.
Yeah,
where people could drop shit for the show.
I'm sure that won't divulge into absolute degeneracy. We're losing our viewers right now because of this segment, but that's okay. Manticore's got to learn the hard way about what constitutes as a meme and what constitutes as his pure internalized frustration.
He's upset. Manticore's upset. He hasn't said anything in like 5 minutes.
So this segment will soon be renamed to Manticore's Political Frustration. All right. So now here's a good one. All right, here's a good one. Now, it's also topical. To, it's well thought through. This is the right angle to take Manticore. This is the right one. This is it. This is it, homie. This is it.
This is the redemption meme.
This is it. Bringing it back, Manticore style.
I hope that hurt.
Facebook stock plummets 26% in its biggest one-day drop ever.
Oh, I hope that hurt, lizard boy. Oh,
Better.
I hope that hurt, lizard boy.
Better.
Oh, I hope that hurt.
Yeah, why do you want them all to be like fucking this shit, do you?
Yeah,
I can want to find plenty of that.
It would help if you took the banner off the meme that you're trying to show, though.
I'm covering up poor Mike. That's it. See, I'm getting used to this segment. I'm getting used to. Bear with me. It's a lot to.
Oh, I hope that hurt, lizard boy.
Oh, I hope that hurt, lizard boy.
Much
better. Much better. Much better. All right. So now I think after I show the meme, and then I cut to the chat, and then we see what the people are saying in the chat. See, and of course we do a lot of still imagery, but there's also some degeneracy in there that I'm, some like hardcore degeneracy memes that I'm like, I just don't want to cover it. I just don't want to. Now I love me some Skeletor memes.
Carol's posted some memes in the chat. A link to her Instagram memes.
There we go. I'm actually going to have to bring up to be able to click on that. To click on that. Oh my god. It's such a head fuck. Oh, there we go. All right, so now I've got to go like that. I've got to pop that out, drop that out. There's got to be like there's got to be a setup, a punchline to memes. There's got to be there's an art form to it. So rather than just saying, "Hey, look at Trudeau, isn't he an arsehole?" All right, let's check out some spicy carrots cookies memes. Of course, the text-based ones are cool, but I do love moving imagery to portray the talking points, and then we go further into it. We're finding our way. We're finding our way. All right. Sweet. So this is Carol's Instagram. Okay, now. All right. Good old Skeletor memes. Oh, see what I did there? Oh, God, I hate Instagram. I can't actually view them because I'm not signed into fucking Instagram, so... Maybe I can find a way to find them. Just dox myself. It's cool. You know me anyway. How do I fucking... I'm going to have to sign in. Give me a second.
Just take... Yeah, I was going to say take yourself off share for a second.
Yeah, that's right. All right, I think we've got it sussed. Yep, cool. All right. Bip, when making a sex tape, play Disney music in the background. That way, if it gets leaked online, Disney attorneys will have them all taken down. See? Thinking. Modern problems require modern solutions. Your mum is slow. It took her 9 months to make a joke. But I hate math tests because all throughout the chapter, it's like really easy shit. And then you think you've got it. And then the test is like, if I throw you a triangle out of the car and the car is going 20 miles an hour and wind resistance is a thing that exists, how many cupcakes can Pedro buy with one human soul? Good times. All right, so I'll go back. Yeah, we'll go back to the traditional format of how we'll explore all these Manticore memes. And we'll see how we go. And then you can learn the ways of the memery force. So more we can tell so far that this segment is a bit of a flop, a bit of a failure. Yeah, that's okay. You got to take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? Got to take the good with the bad.
Well, no, I mean everything's a learning curve. Everything's a growing process. You know what I mean?
Right. Brings up more. So with the dumpster fire going on with Lord of the Rings right now. Of course, I'm sure everybody's aware. Who could not be aware if you're floating around in the Twitterverse?
Oh my God! Did you see the best one?
What's that?
All right, so they have it's a meme where the first picture is a picture of one of the orcs, right? It says, "Do you know how orcs are made?" And then the bottom one is a picture of one of the elves from the new Lord of the Rings, and he's black. It says, "With elves."
Oof.
Oh boy, that's a spicy meme.
Spicy. What else we got? That's all right. This segment will improve over time as I be the one to absolutely fumble my ass through to to get to the goods. So for the learning curve. So I'd appreciate if you take full self-awareness into what's actually occurring here, Manticore. So yeah. Don't worry, I'll die for the cause on the cross. So yeah.
You can talk to us, Manticore.
Yeah, well, it wasn't really a segment that I was happy with either, that I wanted to even do. So,
well, we can completely cut it
I
out.
don't do it. Yeah, well, we should. I don't like it that much, really. So,
all right,
it's all political based stuff, most of it, and I'm
That's
not really
right.
interested in it.
I'm not really interested in regurgitating political rhetoric either. So,
no, there's plenty of funny memes out there that aren't political.
But if you're talking about finding 15 memes a day, like that, you're gonna have to put.
No, I'm talking about finding the quality of the quality without and thinking through clearly rather than just seeing something, laughing, and then going, that, and then when it comes to the crunch, it becomes completely out of context. It doesn't have much of a setup. It doesn't make people laugh. It's just you got. But this is all learning curve for me too. So, yeah. Bill Gates, let's make more vaccines. No, you put microchips. See, you put microchips in our bodies and track us. But then Elon Musk comes along and I will literally put a microchip in your brain off. And the Chad's like, fucking nice, bro. Yeah, it's funny how it works out like that, eh? You didn't think the mark of the beast was going to Oh well.
Elon Musk doesn't want us eating bugs, though. I mean, he's got to step up on Gates.
Mm-hmm.
Gates wants us drinking water excreted from excrement.
Yeah,
there we go.
Like recycled toilet water.
Yeah, we're all set. We're all set with you, Gates.
Yes, usually their careers are an indicator as to always. That was the first successful one. That was what I'm sort of getting at.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, whose was that?
That was Manicore.
I picked all of them.
Oh, see, that was a good one, Manicore. That was a good one. That was excellent.
Now, something seems to be evolving here where I may end up doing voices for the. But if I'm going to do that, then somebody's going to be role playing along with me. So yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So you better start working on your voices, Mandor and Vic. So
okay.
Now,
I'll tell you what. I'll do a great Vic King.
Oh, for God's sake! Really stepping outside of your boundaries on your boxes there. No worries.
I appreciate the recognition.
That's okay, man. That's what I'm here to do. Recognize.
Amish Ranches, yeah, that was a good meme. You like that one?
Quality, tasty memes. Don't worry, we're going to find a way to bring this segment back around after the disaster that just unfolded in the beginning. If you're not aware, well, I'm sure the internet is erupting right now with the dictatorship that is unfolding in Canada. Of course, we have the infamous Fidel Castro walking into his son.
I like that.
Are you winning, son? And Justin Trudeau pissing his little pants under his bed.
Crying and pissing under his bed. And they're hugging.
Motherfucker. Now, I would like to... There's a follow-up to this.
It's the Maple Furor.
The Maple Furor. Mm-hmm. There's actually a follow-up to this that I would like to share with the class. So, and of course, this is from Avi Meni. But the video is circulating around online. It's gaining a lot of attention from absolute horrors of what was foreshadowed, what was promised years ago. So just now this is the way I think I might do it, where we could address the subject matter by the comedy.
With Sun TV watching for any slip, he was asked which country he most admired and referred to China.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China, because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime and say, we need to go green as fast as we need to start, investing in solar. I mean, there is a flexibility that I know Stephen Harper must dream about, of having a dictatorship that he could do everything he wanted. That I find quite interesting.
Even with Sun TV,
my God.
Just like foreshadows the inevitable.
No, and that was a few years ago as well.
Yeah.
Jack says I do a decent Harry Carey. Thanks, Jack. Yeah. Vic can do a great Boston guy. He recognizes your talents there, Vic.
Thank you, man.
All right, back to the DMs. Now, cops stealing popcorn from truckers. Probably won't cover that.
Yeah.
And of course, the invasive aspect of leftist culture, again coming to the forefront, where their approach to revisionist history, to suit their agenda, prominently coming to the forefront of this hot take. Viking hordes may have been trans.
Put that side by side with the one that was going around yesterday, where Viking hordes are black, where Vikings were black, not white.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
Truly out here rewriting the history books. Yes.
Stunning and brave.
Stunning and brave.
That's so funny.
Oh, shit. Now, have you, of course, we're still following up on the Joe Rogan. This isn't really memes though, so, but it's, I don't know, maybe we'll transform this we'll find a way to transform this segment into something, because it's more of a comedy aspect than it is memes. So I guess I can encompass memes under the heading of, of something more than just the niche approach of memes. But this is an interesting topic to do with Joe Rogan and of course the big pharma shill Neil Young, quietly from the depths of the dark of the night. Neil Young has managed to slip his way back into Spotify.
Weasel his way back in.
Mm-hmm.
Sneaky weasel.
What up, pussy? I mean, I don't agree with your stand, but stand by your stand, you fucking wuss.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna make one, stand by it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ridiculous. All of that.
Or do it with the well-deserved apology you owe fucking Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan, yeah. Now, some more of Manicore's internalized prejudice towards women coming out. I'm just joking.
Where?
What?
Is it? Okay.
It's not internalized. He wears it on his.
Yeah, I wear it on my sleeve, man.
No, he wears it. So I wear it on my sleeve. I like it. But of course, if Manticore wants to fully take over this segment, then by all means, he's more than welcome to. That would be cool, actually, if you actually take over a segment of your own, and then I become the reflective analyst of your that would be of your takes, and then I maybe he says maybe. This is more of an article based thing. It's more. I think I'm just going to go to the Libs of TikTok one rather than, But this is a we have a serious problem in the world right now with projection as opposed to the aspects of reality that currently take hold, and like things like you're a transphobe if you don't want to date trans people. You're a fat phobe if you don't find heavyset women attractive. But this is just another take of insanity from the side of the Libs of TikTok, which they always bring hilarious stuff to the forefront to give us something to point and laugh at. So,
This is a public service announcement for all of my ladies out there. This summer, we will not be putting up with unappreciative men in our lives. So I just got this set, and I look good as hell. Well, I sent a photo to a man, and his response was, "That's a nice color on you." No, we will not be putting up with that. I just blessed you with my beauty. And that's your response? No, you take a fire photo, send it to me, send it to your friends. We will be way more appreciative of it than any cishet man out there. Know your worth, lady.
Yes, Queen Slay.
You know what's sad? You take 400 pounds off that woman, she's beautiful.
It should be, yeah, that's the funny part. Yeah. But is she living in an awareness where she's purposely doing that, in order to, so that she can, box you in a corner and call you this and call you that for,
negative attention.
That's right. All right. So I got some feedback there. I butchered that segment, but that's the first of the paranormal segment was quite successful. So
yeah, the paranormal one, man, rock on, brothers.
Yeah,
better than the articles. Paranormal was better. It's best segment of the show to date.
Well, something to look forward to in amongst the talking about the scientific implications. But
I love paranormal. That's my bias coming through.
That's fine. That's fine. That's why I want to cater to something for everybody around here, man. So, But ultimately, you're forced with you put you in a scenario where you're forced to regurgitate certain opinions that you may not agree with, or you're forced to frame it in such a way where it doesn't reflect negative upon you for taking these certain opinions. Whereas, that's what's so shitty about the culture war is you're ultimately, you have to take hard stances on ideas. Like take that fat bitch, for example. No. I'm sure she, and of course, I'm the one putting myself on a crosshair one. Nobody's fucking, so it's like, you got to take that into account that, I'm the one dying for you motherfuckers wanting to say your piece. So, yeah.
Well, I don't think it's all that serious, Mark.
Well, it is. The culture war is serious business. So that's what I mean. People come with hard opinions and they take their opinions very seriously. Whereas I'm more of if I'm going to bring something to light, I want to maintain a comedic aspect on it. But it's just something I got to work on. So it's something I got to figure out further. Yes, Anth is chuckling at the Viking trans hordes. But my money, says Jacksominka. Carol's is still juggling 2 live streams. There we go. She says, I think they're talking about gangbangs or something. I don't know what's going on over there. So I've got that segment was an absolute shit show because I wasn't sure how I was going to format it, but I just went into it and fucking fumbled my way through it until I learned the ropes. So, oh my. I think we found Vic a mate if he's into interspecies relationships. I should cut to the chat more after and then pause for a while and then reflect upon it and then potentially show the things that I do. All right, I think I understand how I'm going to do that segment from here on forward. But it's something I've got to plan prior going into it. Yeah. Carol's Cookies hits the nail on the head there. Attention whore. Attention whores are the worst. But there's people who deserve your attention, and then there's like people who are conjuring up negative connotations in order to speak down to you, to stigmatize you, to there's
call you an Islamophobe.
An Islamophobe, paint you in a certain light so that they can demonize you and degrade you and fucking and all of that shit. Jack says, Wolf, at least maintain an amount of do you mean cognicy or when you on your arguments? Yes, you have worth. Yes, that's right. And I can, you know what I mean? As soon as I put myself in a position where I start defending this woman, it's like because she's being a spoiled fucking brat about her weight and about she's basically allowing herself to become an unhealthy piece of shit in the process. Like I don't want to be defending that. So and yeah, you ultimately set yourself up in a position where you're like, she clearly she does not have the high ground in this situation. So, but hey, that's my hard stance on it. Like, she looks
but when they cut off her legs for the diabetes, then
right, then he's laughing,
she'll be a different label. She'll have the handicap status and also the kink status for amputees.
There you go.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a she will be progressing from one weird sex fetish into another,
which makes me feel terrible for her as a human being. But people like that are never going to learn. So clearly, yes, you have worth and are amazing, but they'll be sawing your legs off at 40 for diabetes. So you live your best life, hun. You live your best life. She's a piggy. Says, and Shep has sent Manticore some memes as well. So, and we're still coming up with usually it goes down that over the course of the evening. Like, because I was doing all the putting together of the segments when I woke up, but it seems to structure the show is best done before, so that I just wake up fresh and we're ready to go. So, yeah. So, did you enjoy the shit show, Manticore?
It's all right.
It was all right.
Could have gone better, but
could have gone better.
Just the content, yeah.
Yep. All right. So now we're going to leave that behind. We'll focus on Vic for a little while, and he can take us through what he's creating here.
Oh, I'm just doodling. I'm just trying to find my Superman. You know what I mean? Like like I want to have my Superman face down, and it's like just a personal like thing. You know, I want to have my. Everybody has their style of Superman. You know what I mean? And so I'm still struggling to find one that I'm comfortable saying is mine. And I'm getting close. I gotta say, I'm getting close. Not quite there yet, but almost. Because I like all of it. Like I like so many different takes on Superman, right? So like I like the John Byrne Superman, but I also like the Kurt Swan Superman and the Jose Garcia Lopez Superman, you know, from the 70s. I like the George Perez Superman. Who else did a good Superman that I liked? Shane Davis did an interesting Superman. I liked. It was. I think he was supposed to like his Superman was supposed to be kind of younger because it was that Earth One Superman. So I think he was young. He was a younger Superman. So
I was actually going to suggest something for your show the other day. You do these warm up pieces, right? You do your warm ups. What if you like when you're doing a warm up piece? Say you pick an old school character, and then you introduce people to that character every segment as you're doing a warm up with them, and you take people through their history. You take people through, you know, who these characters are, and even the more obscure characters that people aren't aware of. Just something to think about.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a good idea. Tiller,
Who's he drawing off?
Man, just throwing the knives from the chat. Yeah, Tiller, fuck. What we was, you know, you gotta have friends to keep you on the straight and narrow. So the search goes on. Needless to say. No, that's pretty good. I think I actually might have a character to start off something like that with. I don't know if you're familiar with Blue Devil.
No, I'm not.
From DC. Oh God, such a good character. Oh my God. I'd love to. I have never drawn him. I would love to draw him. I've never drawn him.
Something to think about. I think it'll make because there's nothing. Yeah, like revitalizing. You know, you've got a passion for for paying homage to those. You know, and even the more obscure characters. So it'd be. Yeah, I think it'd just be an interesting approach to, and then we can like talk about it, and we can go into the, you know, into the history of their backstories. We can speculate about like what's at the heart of these characters. I think it'll be a really fun exercise to do. So,
Dilladro says, "Thank you. I'll be here all week."
Try the beef. So I'll just cover a couple of things real quickly before I let the chat run away. So again, thank you, Jack. Everyone is doing fine. You're all the best. Take your lumps. Yeah, hands up. Yep. Left, right. That's right. Keep trekking on through, and we'll find the right way to approach that segment where we're Carol says, at least you had content. Some of the streams I go on are, free from all. Yeah, that's right. A free for all that either ends in start nerd chatter or drunk dudes arguing over the definition of a customer. Right. I didn't want it. I didn't want things to become that. At the same time, it's not like when you take these stances of either left or right, you open yourself up for all kinds of and that's not what arguing about political discord where it's basically gone from policy to arguing about it. Just creates racial division. It just creates all kinds of of horrors and contributes
talking
to
about wrong thinking.
It just contributes to the problem, and I don't want to set myself up to contribute to the problem.
And I don't necessarily take those hard stances either. Like, it may come across that way, but I don't either. Like, I'm fairly accepting and within reason. Like,
at the same time,
craziness.
I am passionate about addressing these certain issues, but it's finding a way to do it that's going to be constructive rather than putting myself in a position where, taking that hard stance is ultimately just going to cause more and more contribute to a divide and just segregate and separate everybody further and further and put people into some kind of faction-based fucking approach to things. And I don't want that. I want to keep everybody as one, having fun, not letting those potential internalized prejudices come to the surface, like not letting them dictate the narrative. As long as everyone's having fun, that's what and we're uniting around ideas. That's what's important to me. Shep says, Vic, searching for a Superman. Nan says, I can't be your Superman. You're Superman. I can be your Superman. Remember that song? Yes, I do. That's a great fucking song. Of course, we have it. No. That was the Eminem take.
Whoa. Okay,
yeah. But the 3 Doors Down song is also, love it. So, Happy Jack says he can't wait for Superman to go public domain. Does that actually? Yeah. What?
I don't know.
I doubt that's ever going to happen. Yeah. Somebody's always going to be buying out the property and renewing just for what it represents. So
and the estate is renewing the estate
that's
of
right.
Everything that DC loses. As soon as they lose it, the estate of Jerry Schuster is
right on that litigation.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was Eminem.
Have a good night, guys.
And then 3 Doors Down. Carol saying hello. Where does Jack say? Just a little bit further down.
Yeah.
Carol saying hello to Dylan. It's good to see Dylan in the chat as always. He's also got a new pre-made content video. Is it Supergirl? Is it?
Yeah, redrawing.
It was. Yeah. So check that out if you get the chance. Have a great night, Jack. Always good to see you in the chat, man. Always good to have your input on everything. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. Michael Jackson. Take a look at that man in the mirror.
I'm looking at the man in the mirror.
That's right. He had some wise words that crazy guy. Yeah. The original that looks like a strong man, says Jack.
The original Superman, but what's been happening is the family, the Jerry Schuster estate family, what they do is they will have something published with that, and usually it's through DC, right? And because they own the art, they own the actual artwork. But as soon as DC prints that renews and verifies their copyright over the character. So, so it's good for another 50 years after the person that currently in the family currently holds it, dies. So.
So, I'm liking what I'm seeing here with Lexi. I'm liking you're putting together now there's an alphabet taking shape, Vic. Or are these character based?
This is a
or?
Okay, so if I don't know if you've ever been to Italy.
I mean, I haven't been to Italy, but I'm aware of the.
Oh, okay. So, like, if you go in certain towns around there, right, and in Rome and stuff, you'll walk down the streets and like they have all of these. They're basically gravestones, but they're grave markers, right? But they're put into the walls to let people know, like, who people were, and it's all these epitaphs everywhere, written in Latin, and it's pretty fantastic. And so I was thinking of that, and I was also thinking of like the Romans. They would have these like catacomb type buildings where they were just
so you got like Spencer Alley and stuff like that.
Yeah, and so they were just like these. They were like these square cubicles where they would either just place the bodies in, and there might be like a marker, or they'd be walled off with some sort of a plaque or bust, statue. So that's where I was drawing that inspiration from. I was like, yeah, all right, yeah, I'll use that. That works for this scene perfectly.
Love it. I've only got stock imagery of, but I 100% understand what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh well, I don't have. I'm sure I could find some imagery on the web. I'll try and see if I can find some imagery on the web. I mean, there has to be pictures of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've got some, but I don't want to detract from the epicness of what you're doing. Because great idea. That's exactly what what I wanted to go for with Verona, and then all of the the homage from to the ancient culture, and then built on top of that is the futuristic culture. So, and it's
plus artistically, like I made a couple choices, right? So the bust is of just some random rich woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she's playing witness to what's going on here. And it kind of mimics her expression. I have kind of mimics Lexi's expression.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
very cool. See what you're doing there. I love it.
And instead of making her so straight on, I've tilted her body. So it's more of a tilted pose. It gives more of a she's just been cornered. Like she's been in motion, but she's just been cornered kind of feeling.
Mm-hmm. All right. Shep says, okay, my bong is loaded. Let's roll. Yeah, we're going to get into another article in a second. After that, interesting segment. The same person that was black and became white, Dylan. Then Dylan says, don't be jealous, Anth. Michael Jackson had erased him in 1995. Stop trying to bring it back.
Try to bring it back.
That's right. Michael Jackson was the created art out of himself by transitioning from black to white. Pretty intriguing stuff, if you ask me. So, I wish I could find a weed guy. My neighbor moved a few months ago, Robert. Oh dear, here we go. Here it comes. It's all coming out of the out of the stonework now, out of the woodwork. Here it comes. I won't advertise that for you. But, well, I just had a subtle plug for you, man. So, look at that.
Jesus.
Everyone making connections in the chat. That's what.
Hey, no shilling on this channel.
Yeah.
But damn. I'm gonna have to corner that market in a second and fucking.
That's what they call networking, right?
Oh shit! All right, I think at this point I might make a quick coffee and then we'll come back and do this next article. If one of you two wants to take the reins and hold down the chat for a second while I do so,
I can probably do that. I suppose.
Excellent. All right. Yeah, that Lexi piece is looking fire, Vic. I love the the real life as opposed to frozen in stone on the mural. So, and the expression wise of the two and the duality between the two, very, very beautiful take.
Thank you.
So,
yeah,
oh,
so
we got-
I don't know. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I could make it through another article. It might. I might pop off after that.
Yeah.
Like, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I gotta think about it. I want to draw.
Carol's Cookie says, so about that sports ball team.
Well, for the Michigan crowd in the audience, our boy Stafford finally won a Super Bowl. Just not with the Lions. Fuck. Stafford deserved it, though.
Carol's Cookie says, I'm getting sleepy. I've been awake for a hot minute. Amateur Ant says, get some drink.
All right, so y'all talking about foosball. Oh my god, I go away for 1 second talking about foosball. All right,
I blame Carol's Cookies. She brought it up. Sports balls.
All right, so right around now is when the fatigue hits. Being fully aware of that. Are we still in for? So if I'm going to end the show now, if everybody's fatigued and we've still got a bit of work to do on the on the creation aspect of it, of Artifice. So I guess I have to juggle my time adequately, efficiently. So I guess we should be that should be taking the forefront of the focus for the day. Is everybody all right with that? Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah,
in the show.
It's up to you. I don't mind.
Yeah, you all seem a little bit bleh, so. So I guess we might save a couple of those articles for tomorrow. I really was looking forward to going into the quantum leap. It has the next gen computing move from hype to hope, but I guess another day. All right. So, quick plug again. Definitely check out Artifice Re-Animate. We need some more backers, guys. We truly do. We can use your support. We can use your help. We really do. Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You guys are our only hope. So, I guess Vic. And what have you got going on, man? What do you got to? What you working on there, homie?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like,
so Vic's got Artifice Re-Animate. He's working on Lightbringer for Dark Gift Comics, and he's also working on his own personal project, which it would be great to see him get up on his feet in that arena too.
Beowar, yeah.
Beowar.
Is the most bayo that you have ever been bayoed.
So three projects that are and I'm looking forward to helping be a guiding force and just giving him a little, keep nudging him, keep shoulder checking him. Like, come on, man, you can do it. All along the journey. Of course, Manticore and myself, I've got Artifice Re-Animate. Potentially in the near future, we will be announcing Crossbends and Cosmoses as we get further into the details of that. But right now, Artifice is taking the focus of of that to complete that product, to get it into people's hands. So get your asses over there and back it. Please do us all a favor and get the word out about it further, and show your support around it if you believe in the project. And we'll be working hard to make that a reality. Everybody in the chat, please remember to like and subscribe. It's been a good show today. It's been a learning curve as usual, but I'm trying to make the show more and more entertaining, make it better and better. We will fumble along the way. That's just the nature of life and the universe. But yeah, it has been a great show, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Daily downloads Monday to Friday. Whether I have to climb the mountain on my own, or whether these good people here will continue to join me is entirely up to them. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you again.
How's that? Peace out.
Peace.